good pick with Tristan Da Silva. Him and Cody Williams, big wings, could do a little bit of everything. He's a senior. He's a guy. Yeah, good player. His brother was a pretty good player as well. Yeah, shout out to Colorado, just really getting some things popping. Repping for the Brazilians, Anderson Varejao, the Germans.
I was born in Munich, Germany. I was born and raised there. The German basketball culture is really different from the US.
Um,
Basketball in general is a lot more
Ron Holland.
technical.
Tijani, man, I wanna see a little bit of that. I'll see what's going on there.
Selber ist ein Spieler, der sehr vielseitig ist. Die Spielintelligenz, die er hat,
Zach
sein
E,
Bestes
good to see him get
für
picked. I know a lot of people.
Position.
Oh, let me turn that down because I don't want to get in trouble for having that sound on. Cody Williams, the other Colorado Bazelis. A lot of people were talking about him potentially being number one early in the season. Good player. Topic. I think, it's possible he might be the best player in this draft. Devin Carter, tough. You know, he made big shots. Depending on how well he shoots the ball, it could be really good. Jared McCain, they got him at 6'2". I think he's taller than that. I think he's got to be taller than that. Lakers got Dalton Connect, so they didn't go with Bronny. I don't know if Bronny goes in the first round, but Bronny seems like a really good kid. Really nice kid. Tristan Da Silva. They got some, you know, Paolo. They got good wings out there. They got the Wagner brothers. So he's kind of gonna fit in as another. Don't, phone's dying here. As another guy, a big wing defender. Let's see who's best available. I think somebody's got to go with Filipkowski. Keyshawn George. I think he goes later in the before. Whew, Isaiah Collier. Ooh, man, they got some. Listen, Terrence Shannon, man. Cam Christie. I didn't know Cam Christie was coming out. Cam Christie's brother, AJ Johnson. Wow. McCullough, Justin Edwards, highly ranked kid. Cam Spencer. Oh, Cam Spencer. Okay. Dang. I didn't even know some of these guys were in the draft. Okay, shoot. Right here, just looking at it right now, I'm going Filipowski and Missy. Haven't really seen them, but I believe I do believe there's probably some good things about him. Good big man. Yeah, yeah, he's gonna be a lob threat. I think the main thing with him is gonna be what he does in the pick and roll. Like if he can be, like a Kongu, right? Bam Adebayo. He's a different. It's tough to get the Bam Adebayo kind of guy, get a Bam kind of guy, but if he could be a Kongu, that's a dub. That's a dub. Stay trade up, y'all. Um, I think TJ. Where it gets trickier is it's more difficult for me to tell when it's two guards like that, right? So like a guy like Terrence Shannon. I think Missy and let me try to close this one up. Missy, Collier. How do I close this? So I think Missy, Collier. Okay, we're gonna do it this way. Keyshawn George definitely has to go off. But you're asking me right now, Filipowski, you need a floor spacer, you get him. Keyshawn George got a lot of potential, does a little bit of everything. Isaiah Collier didn't shoot the ball that well, but man, he's big. He's good athlete. He's got to go in the first round. It just has to happen. Kolek, really good, wasn't like the most healthy guy. Tyler Smith. Yeah. McCullough, really good college player. Cam Spencer, really good college player. Brother. Greatest lacrosse player ever. Aginsa, I believe his brother played in the league. Keyshawn Johnson, good second round pick. Antonio Reeves, really good college player. Dante, I think he sticks around. I think he helps somebody. Jacoby Walters, yeah, definitely has to go. Must go. He probably thought he was gonna go lottery. Probably could have went higher, but it's always tricky with the two guards, man. It's always tricky with those two guards, man. He's at least a legit 6'4". Yeah. It's always tricky with the two guards. Could score, good athlete. Played at Baylor. They. Nah, I know he's happy. Nah, good player, man. Good player. Probably a little disappointed in where he went, but he could use it as fuel. Use it as fuel to be the best you could be. Go into Toronto. They're rebuilding. Nice little purple suit, jacket right there. Keep going, man. Don't Big 12 freshman year. Good athlete, good player. Got that pull-up game. Don't ever get down on yourself, man. Because the draft, it is what it is. It's not a perfect science. You can score. You could tell he cares. You could tell he cares. They're showing the highlights, knocking down the tray ball. But I like him in the mid range. I like that the pull up game. Obviously he's athletic. So who's up next? Cleveland. Cleveland might want to get another wing as well. So, but I don't mind Filipowski going there though. But if you ask me, Furphy, He might be good for Cleveland. I think Keyshawn George might be good for Cleveland, and Filipowski. Like any one of these guys on the wing, Filipowski. Like yeah, any one of those guys on the wing. I I don't know who Filipowski is guarding defensively. Probably better to put him at the four, but um, I like. Yeah, I think on the inside they have Evan Mobley, the Mobley brothers. Like you know what I mean? I think. Let me know in the chat what you think though. What have you liked about the draft so far? What are you looking to see? Shireman, he's another shooter. Big East guy, Creighton guy. Good shooter in the draft. Reed Shepard, probably the best shooter. Don't Connect is up there as a shooter. Filipowski's up there as a shooter. There's definitely some shooters in this draft. Um, Furry's probably considered a shooter. Kolick, man, Kolick's tough. I don't know how tall he is. 6'1". Yeah, it's a little smaller. I don't know what he measured at the draft, but I guess he measured around um 6'1". Clement. Jalen Tyson. I feel like I probably saw him, but don't remember him. Actually, I don't even know if I saw him, to be honest with you. AJ Johnson, man, he could be a sleeper. He's definitely athletic. He's definitely got skill. He's a Jalen Green buddy. Around the same size. It's thin though. Thin. Deron Holmes, really good college player. Could see Harrison Ingram going in the first round. Cam Christie. I believe he's taller than his brother. Another shooter. Probably a little taller than his brother. Yeah. It's in the genes. His brother, good scorer, good player, Michigan State. And Dante Fall, Jesse Edwards. Probably gonna make a team. Enrique Freeman. Probably could do some things. You never know. Iguodaro had a good year. Yeah, has his own style of game. Isaac Jones had a good year. Washington State, Traore, Watson, was at Gonzaga for many years. Drew Pember, I'm a big Drew Pember guy. Shout out to you, Drew Pember, man. Good player. Would like to see him get drafted just for his family and his loved ones. I would like to see him get a shot at the league. Okay, Jalen Tyson.
Okay. Led the Pac-12 in scoring. Not too familiar with him. His brother played at State. Comes from a football family. Both his brothers play football.
Good size. What is he, 6'6"? Yeah.
Strong looking kid. And just kept getting better. Freshman year at Texas, 1.8. Ivan Rabb. Where's Ivan Rabb at? First Cal player drafted in 7 years. So good. Yeah, heck yeah.
Heck yeah, I'm not super familiar with him though.
Not familiar with him at all.
Yeah,
But I mean, you need a wing in
Cleveland. You know, you can go a lot of different directions. That's where they went. Let's see. Yeah, they're probably gonna go wing in New Orleans, Furphy or
Keyshawn George. Their management
might want to shake things up, but Furphy might be the guy that goes next. Shout out to, let me know where you're from in the chat. If you're watching, what have you liked? Did it go the way you wanted? Who's your favorite team?
And did they pick who you wanted them to pick? I think
probably the best player in this draft is going to be in that like teen area, right? A lot of times when the drafts are not super high, Tijane, might be a really good player. Not super familiar with him, know the name. But a lot of times when it's stay prayed up, yo. A lot of times when it's a draft like this, yeah, Denny getting traded, Denny Advia getting traded. So we'll see how that works out. Yeah, Missy.
all right. It seemed like I feel like he's gonna. I don't think. I think.
I don't know if Brandon Ingram stays with
The Pelicans,
but they did make it to the playoffs, so I do think that is something to keep in mind.
getting you a big right there.
And Missy.
Phoenix, I don't know if they're in the Cameroonian brother. Look at the parents repping for Africa. I see you, bro. I see you, bro. I know they're proud.
I know they're proud. Yeah, I mean, Phoenix might look to shake it up and take
Keyshawn George. It's about 6'11", Baylor guy. 2 Baylor guys drafted in the first round. You know, Coach Drew is hyped. Drew from the you know, the Drew family. His brother, of course, Bryce Drew.
Played in the NBA himself.
Put 2 started transition to basketball because of parents. Yeah, I mean, he's a tall dude. I mean, he's, you know, as an African, everybody's playing soccer. So you use those skills, those foot skills. His brother played at Harvard. Okay, shout out to his brother. You know, African parents,
They want you to get that education. So
really, really good. You know, he seems like a strong guy. He was born in Belgium. Yeah, probably a defensive presence, probably just a guy who's gonna protect the basket, a guy who's gonna do what it takes to win. And looking at him as a Derek Lively,
I don't know if I would say.
I don't know. I haven't seen enough of him. Yeah. His brothers, Pascal Siakam and Joel Embiid, the Cameroonian bros.
I'm sure they're wishing him well. I'm sure they're happy for him. I'm sure they're happy for him. Let me know in the chat who you want to see get picked.
Who's your team that you're looking at?
Yeah, Baylor. Coach Drew getting them guys in the NBA.
Jacoby and Messi. I'm sure Jacoby's happy for him. I'm sure Messi is happy for Jacoby and
all their teammates back at Colorado. Who's up next? Phoenix, yeah. You know,
Keyshawn George maybe. Get you another athletic wing. Probably need to get them a wing that's gonna be able to defend because just get you a wing. Gonna be able to defend. We'll see what happens if Kevin Durant. I don't know if you think Kevin Durant and D Book are gonna stay there.
And Brad Beal. I don't know exactly. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if people were.
Yeah, it was the West was loaded last year, right? So a lot of good teams. Phoenix could have done better. If they had more, they probably needed a little bit more time together as well.
A little bit more time to gel and really get their flow together. You see this
international trend with a lot of French players doing well right now, so
interesting trend. I do think there's going to be good players in the middle part of this draft. I think Topic has a good chance. I think Reed Shepherd might be a good one as well. I think George could be a good one. The right situation, the right development. Phoenix develops players, so if he goes to Phoenix, I think he could develop. See what's up. Denny. A lot of people like Denny, man. I remember a few years ago in his draft, he made a video and a lot of people were digging it. Denny's just a guy that people like.
Filipowski. I think Collier and Kolick go in this first round though. I think those two gotta go in the first round. There's still time. Still time. I don't see why the Knicks may not draft Harrison Ingram or even Arizona was really good last year. Larson, Jamal Shed. It'd be nice to see him go in the first round. I don't know if he does, but I think he could be a good player, good defender, good shooter. But I could see even the Knicks drafting Keyshawn Johnson, man. Look at him, strong frame. Just look at him. He looks like an athlete, right? A guy that can fit well into Thibodeau's system. I don't know if you're a Knicks guy or not. If anybody in here are Knicks people. Okay, so who did they? Wow. Phoenix drafted Day'Ron Holmes. Listen, shout out to Day'Ron, man. Shout out to Day'Ron, man. Dayton player, had a really good career, just did what he got to do. I feel like if people will probably say the shooting got better over time, too. Shout out to Day'Ron, man.
Good rebounder. Wow. That is really cool. That is really cool. Really good career at Dayton. Brought them, highest. Yeah, he was a really good college player. 6'9", yeah, he's about 6'9", like a good 6'9". Tough, strong body, strong build. Wow, that's a shocker right there. Okay, Deron. Okay.
Milwaukee, Atlantic 10 co-player of the year. I wonder who's the other
Co-player of the year with Holmes. Let's see. Atlantic. Wait, what? Who was the other player of the year? All right, Holmes. Oh, King at Rhode Island. I mean at Richmond. Okay. Yeah, man. Deron Holmes, man. Shout out to him, man. Good, strong player. Good player. Got better over time. Your boy, Milwaukee. I think they're rolling the dice. They're going Keyshawn George, man. Or they're just gonna go with the shooter. Like, I feel like all these guys could shoot. Keyshawn George, Furry shooter. Didn't see him. Don't remember him much. But Filipowski, definitely a shooter. Was a really, really tough player at Duke. He was killing it. Probably the second best player in the conference this year, behind RJ Davis at UNC. He just went off this year. He's going back for another year. But I do think Collier, he only measured at 6'3". Guess they're really pumping up the height at a USC because That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I think Collier is on a mission though to prove, because he was the number one player in the class. He was the number one player in that high school class. So I think he's on a mission to prove that. Listen, I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to roll. Milwaukee, Malik Beasley, Pat Bev, Jay Crowder, all free agents. They have Dame Lillard. I don't know if he stays with them. Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez. Stay prayed up, y'all. I don't know if Dame Lillard stays with them. Let me know what your thoughts. Do you think Dame Lillard stays with Milwaukee? Or they try to pull something off to get him to Miami? You think something happens there? Miami's close, man. I would like to see Jimmy Butler get a title. I would also like to see Clippers get a title, man. I wanted to see Paul George get one with them, him and Kawhi. But doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Probably not. He's gonna have to go get paid somewhere. Furphy, looks a little disappointed, but he'll be fine. Filipowski, listen, somebody's got to pick Filipowski, man. I think he's just one of those guys, man. To me, I don't think he goes to the Knicks. Don't think he's a fit. Isaiah Collier, probably a little disappointed, but he can do well at Milwaukee. But if you're asking me, just out of these guys, Filipowski right here, Filipowski or Furby. But Keyshawn George with the long hair. Yeah, I mean, he's kind of a sleeper in some ways. You know what I mean? Not a guy, Keyshawn George, that he's one of those guys where his best basketball is ahead of him. Let's put it that way. But I feel like out of all these guys, Filipowski can help you now, right? Filipowski can help you right now. And if you want some floor spacing, Zach Edey going number 9. That is high. That is high, man. Shout out to Bub Carrington, Little Bub played his way into a top for Capel, played his way into a top pick. Milwaukee, you ask me, I think they go Filipowski or Furby. My guess, Filipowski, though. Get a floor spacer, man. AJ Johnson! Whoa! Oh, shoot. Is that Jalen Green? Yeah, that is Jalen Green. That's his boy. Oh, AJ Johnson. Wow. Wow. He's got a lot of potential, though. Wow. Number 47 recruit. I think he should have been higher than that. AJ Johnson, man. Similar to his boy Jalen Green. He looks young, you know what I mean? He got his best basketball ahead of him.
legit 6'4", super athletic, dummy athleticism. He could hoop, man. He could definitely hoop, man. Could shoot it a bit. Like the game is there. It's just he still, he still needs a lot more. There's a lot more growing to do, development to do, but the game is definitely there. Milwaukee can develop players. Look at your boy Jalen Green. Look how young he looks, bro. He's going super fashional with the baggy suit there. Oh man, Jay Green, hyped for his young buck. You know, those two are those two are boys. Super happy for him. AJ Johnson going in the first round. That is a shocker. That is a shocker. He's number 14 on the big board. On the woo-wee. Okay, AJ Johnson. Hey, congrats to you and your family, bro. The Knicks, man. Man, they gotta go Keyshawn George. I just don't. It's Keyshawn George or Terrence Shannon. Or they go with one of the bigs, man, like Dadier, or Bona, or Cam Christie. I don't know. Nah. Wow, Justin Edwards, good fit. Justin Edwards was really highly ranked, man. Yeah, he's a good player. Yeah, I don't know. I could see the Knicks picking him up. I think the pick is probably Keyshawn George because it's more of like a development thing. But I don't think you go to New York to super develop. Terrence Shannon. But I feel like Terrence Shannon, he's more of a scorer. Shannon wants to go fill it up. You know what I mean? He started off at where? Arkansas? Then he went back home. Where is he at? Somewhere in the SEC, man. Yeah, but I think it could go Collier, man. He's strong, man. Big strong guard, man. Dude is strong, man. You're not gonna bully Isaiah. Heck to the nah, bro. Heck to the nah, bro. We're not bullying Isaiah Collier. Oh man, I thought AJ Johnson could potentially sneak in at like 30 or something like that. Okay. My man is athletic though, bro. He's really from Tacoma. I know Isaiah Thomas is hype. Tacoma, the Knicks, man. If you asking me, is George. Do they keep the pick even? I don't know. Draft simulator, what is that? What are you thinking in the draft? Let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are. Who you liking? Who you think is gonna be a really good player in this draft? Who you think is a little underrated? Who you Who's your favorite team? Let me know. Let me know. I think it's been an interesting draft so far. If you want, definitely subscribe to the channel, see what else we got going on. Thank the Lord was able to come on here and get live with y'all. Anybody who decided to. The Knicks, man. Yeah, Keyshawn George. I was about to say, it's only right, man. It's only right, man. Stephen A. Stephen A. I think it's the right pick. I think it's the right pick, bro. Keyshawn, man. I mean, it's tough, man. It's tough because New York is how you gonna develop in New York. It depends, but if you picking, that's the right pick. He's an athlete, he does a little bit of everything. So shout out to Keyshawn, bro. Shout out to Keyshawn and the fam, bro. He's originally from, where's he from? Sweden or where's Keyshawn from? Yeah. That kid even has the fro like Keyshawn George. Man. Yeah, I imagine Nick. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know if the Knicks even keep the pick. But if he goes to Washington, that makes sense for Washington because they got rid of Denny, right? So so you get rid of Denny and you pick up you go Keyshawn George. I would say kind of similarities between those two players. He does a little bit of everything, man. Where's he from though? From Sweden or France? Oh no, not from France. I don't even think where he's from. Interesting player. Interesting player. Does a little bit of everything. He does shoot it. He does pass it as versatility. I would say, yeah, definitely versatility. Does a little bit of everything, man. I'm gonna go. He went from 5'8" to 6'7" to 6'8". Okay. Jeez. Got the long hair. Yeah, fifth player. Shane Larkin. Another one. Shout out to Shane Larkin, man. Wonder what he's up to. I hope he's doing real well. Dope dude. I think he played with the Knicks as well. Shane Larkin was on the Knicks too. He got drafted by the Knicks too. Shout out to Sugar Shane. Yeah. Who's next, man? I do think Filipowski, he's got to go in the first round, man. He's anybody who doesn't give him the shot is gonna regret it, man. They're gonna regret it. He's too good. Filipowski's too good. Knicks are making a lot of moves. So they got Mikal Bridges. They re-signed OG Anunoby. Anunoby. You see the Knicks fans here. Knicks fans, they go hard. They go hard. Stephen A. Smith. Wonder how he feels about this. I'm gonna try to run with y'all the whole first round. Maybe do a little bit of second round as well. Always some gems. I think honestly, I think there's gonna be some gems in the second round of this draft. You look back at this maybe. Excuse me. Look back at this. Might be some gems in the second round. There's gonna be some players that people are sleeping on. I think you gotta pick Filipowski, but in the first round, like for Washington, don't be surprised if they pick up Kolek. Tyler Kolek from Marquette, man. He's just a smart player. Knows how to run the team. I believe he led the nation in assists last year. Listen, don't be surprised if they don't be surprised if they pick him up. You know, I think Washington needs a little bit of everything though. But they got Kuz. They got Jordan Clarkson, so they got the wings. You know, they got some wings, they got some scoring, but they need a little bit more of they need a guy to bring everybody together, keep everybody calm. To general, they need a leader. And Tyler Kolek is a leader. Definitely some shooters on the board though. Cam Christie, brother of Max Christie with the Lakers. Furphy, shooter. Filipowski, shooter. Kolek could shoot it. Shireman could shoot it. So there's definitely some shooters on here. Justin Edwards, I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks picked up a dude like Justin Edwards. Cam Spencer could shoot it. He only measured a 6'3". I would like to see him. Yeah, he's a good player, man. He's only 6'3", though. I thought he was taller than that. Some of these guys, man, I feel like they're taller than what they're giving them. Because the same thing with Jared McKean. There's no way he's 6'2". No shot he's 6'2". He's got to be taller than that. Yeah, the Knicks. Isaiah Hartenstein is a free agent. I don't know if they could bring him back. I don't know what they do with Deuce McBride. Oh, the Knicks got another pick. Okay, yeah. Who the Knicks go with? Justin Edwards. Give me Justin Edwards or McCullough. Give me Justin Edwards, give me Justin Edwards, man. I think if you want a tough guy, Collier is a tough guy too, but Dadier. All right, I don't know what they do exactly. Not super familiar with Dadier. But as long as he could defend. That's all that matters. As long as he could defend, that's all that matters. Better than Bundesliga, German league. Nice. And he's got some 6'7", man. He's got some size, man. 6'7", 6'8". All I can say, anybody who's sleeping on Filipowski, played in the A League in France. Wow. Yeah, he's like a 6'8". Yeah, he's more 6'8" than 6'7". They're saying the 3-pointer got to get a little more consistent, man. Yeah, I don't know. He's a guy who seems like he plays with some heart. Got good size, do a little bit of everything. Kind of like Keyshawn George. I feel like they're similar. I feel like him and Keyshawn George are similar. I think Keyshawn George more consistent shooter though. Keyshawn George a more consistent shooter though, but similar. Like you get after it in New York. I think both of them could fit in New York though. Washington, I think they go Furphy. Look at the African parents. Shout out to them. I think they go Furphy, but Filipowski is the best fit. With Kuzma on the team now? Yeah, France was representing. Risache, Sar, Saloon. Man, I want to see some highlights of Saloon, man. I want to see what he's all about. Tadier. Man, France came to play. Or they didn't come to play. I don't know how you look at it, but I think it might go Furphy, but you gotta pick up Kolick. Kolick is who I think you should go with. I think Terrence Shannon goes at number 30. No matter who has it, pick him up. I think Collier's got to go in the first round. He's got Collier. I don't see how he falls to the second round. Filipowski. Yeah, Boston Celtics pick up Isaiah Collier. Put him in with those big guards. He's just do it. I think. You just do it. Let me know in the chat what you liking, what's your thoughts on the draft so far. Hope you're having a good day. God bless in Jesus' name. I'm hoping you're doing well, and your family, and your loved ones, and your friends are doing well as well. Gotta be thankful. Interesting times we having right now. I'm gonna be surprised if Cameron Christie gets drafted in the first round, but I think Filipowski's got to go. I think Filipowski, Collier, and Kolick, and Shannon. I think those are the guys that are going in the first round. I think those are the next 4. I think if Shannon doesn't go in the first round, he's the first pick of the second round. I understand, like, at 6'6", the kind of athlete that he is. He's good, man. He's a scorer. He's an athlete. He can hoop, man. I'm gonna shut this off and come back on.